And we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Rouge Legacy, the Mafia VTuber, and what was I gonna say after that? We are going to play Paranormasight, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. We're gonna continue from where we last left off. Yeah, I guess there's nothing much left to say, but get to it. Let me see. Okay, controller's working. My headphones are all set in. Let me make sure my little stream setting is good. To make sure that we're actually alive and stuff. Yeah, we are. Nice. Alright, let's get to it. There we go. Okay. So last night, short story, long story short. Last night I made my sister play this game. We were doing the Sugar Ogies route. And it was fun. It was really funny seeing her reaction. She got pretty scared of this game. She got spooked. We had some good laughs. She did the I made her do like this route, you know, the one with more dialogues than the route except gosh, words. I made her do the route where Yoko dies, right? We're trying to bring her back to life. I didn't make her do this one because where's the fun in that? But we're gonna continue where we left off, which is we could either do Tetsuo's route or Yako's route. I really, as much as I want to do my Tetsuo, I gotta save my man, best man for last. So we're gonna do Yako's first and see where things go off. Last thing I remember is Mio tried to save us. Apparently she's not back. I don't think she's gonna backstab us anytime soon, unless that's what the game wants us to think. But I think we could trust Mio for now. And if she still backstab us in the end, that's dang, that's applaud. She got us. She got me. Okay, it's morning. Okay, I thought this game would literally just remain only like one night. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up. It's morning? Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Oh god, what if I actually fucked up? Oh, should I just mess around with her? I'm Michio Shuja. No. Okay, let's actually play this right. Yes, I'm Yako Sasazaki. Why is she saying that like she really didn't know her name? Are we... Oh, it's because we like possessed her and now she's like all like fuzzy with her memories. Good, seems like you're fully awake. What? Did she want like NPC mode for all like during the night? Oh. Oh, ooh. It felt like, okay, to me it seemed like she was standing outside all night long, and like now she just got like her senses. Huh? Okay. That's cool. That's crazy but cool. Oh, Mio. Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry, I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. Can't even remember when I fell asleep. Dude, she was standing outside. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flowers arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. That sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice. Oh god, I've ended up as the apprentice. Oh, words. Come on, brain. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like an assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbance because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? It's a like mob psycho kind of thing. Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you got it rough then, but still, that's really amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against that evil spirit. I never know. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now it's daytime and its power is diminished. I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The ride may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise, I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the cursor. For Michio's that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I think Mio definitely got my trust now. I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm still my trust is like at 90%. So I still have 10% like a little I'm suspecting you a little bit. Huh? Oh, wasn't school supposed to be like off tomorrow? Like weren't they not supposed to have any school? Oh, was that oh no, that was the flashback thing. I thought it's unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Oh, okay. Mr. Joichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. Bum bum bum. It was the teacher who was like alone with a class girl when we spotted them, if I remember. They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that the numbers of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I've heard, Mr. Joichi's body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. It's the janitor. Yeesh, so the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bear heard you? Oops, sorry. I like her hair just like swish when she's worried. I wish she had a little more information, but they locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night too. She must know something about Mr. Joichi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me. Huh? So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? I'm trying to make her sound like a delinquent. No sense hiding it here, then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Oh yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it, exorcisms. Oh, so that's what it was. Oh, she's cool. Okay. Thought she was gonna be like, what you wanna do? Oh, no, not, I thought she was gonna be like, huh? What do you want from me? Huh? Joichi's death, since that's what we came here for. Did you hear about Mr. Joichi's death? I heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw the asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What I can tell you. It was almost done. Probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out of the ground like something was chasing him, then screamed, "Ah, somebody forgive me, Michio!" Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But first, just God! Ah! Get your stuttering right, my girl. Or fix your stuttering. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in the braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then, all of a sudden, his arms and legs snapped even though he was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I better get out of here. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonichi and killed him. And if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard from him. Him say. I guess we'll continue on Joichi's death. Did he tell anyone that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police without trusting, right? Who's worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. What? Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Anyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, this was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. That's all I know about the Ad household's death. Hey Mio, I've been thinking something. Hmm? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Junichi died, it sounded like how Michio died. Of course I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the seven mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust that the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. Oh. Hitami, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What can I say for sure is... Thanks to Mia, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them unnaturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations. Even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child, but you almost never hear about the people being taken over completely. It was when the two parties aren't in sync that negative effects can start to appear. So the seance or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though they are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit senses or deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose a certain behavior that wouldn't be unusual for them to do their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see, getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you being possessed for a long time, Hitomi. Whatever. Might happen to me, or doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Nayako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I'll pass. Yeah, it's nah. Someone give me the choice if I want to see spirits or not. Pass. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up, all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the result. Huh, I guess that makes sense. Why is that not check mark? Hey Tommy, last night before you witnessed Mr. Joichi's collapse, can I ask you what he and you were doing in the classroom? You going to tell the cops? Oh right, with everything that happened with Mr. Joichi, they'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping into conclusion. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Joichi called me over here acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever. I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like a scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? What? Oh, okay. What did you mean, Mr. Joichi acting like a scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Miss Michio Shirazashi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher has some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. Me babu. Guys, we got a creep on our alert. Ooh. Sorry, I was drinking soda. Ooh, give me a minute. Okay. You guys ever get that feeling when you have like that burp stuck in your throat? He was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. Ooh, poor girl. Poor girl. Ay, she. What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. No way. That's... what do you mean by dirt? Dang, I wish we could... Man, we should have killed him when we came. Well, then again, we did try to go back and kill him, but we got interrupted. I don't know anything about this. How could I not know about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Joichi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. Ah, shit. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. I feel terrible. How terrible. Oh gosh. That poor girl. That kind of stuff. Oof. That kind of stuff, that really sucks. That really sucks. Itami, how do you know about this? I just happened to walking on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? I couldn't just leave her alone looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she had to grit her teeth until it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. Her punishment? Oh, my girl, what are you going... Wait, is she probably related to the death? Oh my god. Like, I'm trying to connect the dot. Okay, so... I believe, I remember, she was a suspect in that Harue's son thing. I think her name was Harue. Does she feel bad about that? Oh my gosh. Punishment. Of course, Jonichi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. He knew that you're onto him and he still did it anyway? Sheesh! And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it. Hitome, if you knew about it, then why didn't you? You trying to say it was my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming Hitome. Michio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person that meets the eye, you know? There must be some reason. Don't know, got nothing to do with me. So last night, how did it start? Alright, remember that noisy cop I mentioned was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Garden as a couple days. Oh, the two policemen who were trying to investigate the death. Yoshimo was his name. He was part of my juvenile division. Hold on, I gotta check these files. Was this guy? Yoshimi? Yeah? Yeah, Yoshimi. Oh, it was him, dang. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks, so he was the only one I could talk to. Dang, they always taking the good people. Huh, so there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age and that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. What? Why are you seeing these deaths? Well, I guess you just saw the body. Maybe you didn't see how he died. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he listened to whatever it was I was pissed off about. The day he called me over there like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? Hold on, give me a moment, guys. I'll be right back. My windows are all open and I feel like my neighbors can hear me. Let me close the window. BRB. Trying to get out of my chair. Oh my god. Right. My windows are closed. And I had a candle lit up. I blew it off though. What? I blowed my candle, so the scent is no longer going to I can't speak words for the life of me. My gosh. I was burning my candles. My room smells nice. Trying to figure out how I'm putting these headphones on. There we go. Okay, this one's the right ear. And this one's the left ear. There we go. Alright. Nice. Teehee. Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shirisashi had. I should apologize again for butchering all these names. Had that looked like this one. Huh? Michio? What does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he knows that she had like a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided that subject. A talisman that Michio had? He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio's either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismen? Wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside, there's just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside of it? But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, he was asking in such a pain in the ass. I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismen. Give them to the guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Huh? Nakagoshi? You know him? No, I think... I just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. He to me. Yeah? That talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Okay. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jonichi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way. You mean that really was her ghost, like for real? Those who died bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power, but it's possible that they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Huh? Wonder if that's what happened. Alright then, supposing what that spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident, that she must have some regret. Oh god, sorry, I spaced out. If she really hadn't give up on the living, that's it. I don't think she was that kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had, right? Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can talk about it now. I can't talk about it now. Come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out. Oh god, hold on. I spaced out again. I asked him, so last night, yeah, and I figured the police garbage teacher would know anything. I asked him yesterday if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it. Come to school last night. He even gave me the code to the lock. Oh, okay. So he asked him about the talisman. Gotcha. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for some secret meeting before. Ugh. I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense, like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed on a hold of me, breathing heavily. Ugh! Were you okay? Yeah, that's right, when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Jonichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and the old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jonichi come back outside and bite it. I see. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure. Thank you, Hitomi. Oh, if you two find out anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need. Oh God. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later, and don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful. Aww. Oh, a lot of things went on that. Oh gosh, there's a lot of heavy topics in this. Definitely, oof, guys, oof. What is going on in Honjo? We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Junichi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school, multiple in fact, and I know who it is. It's the fucking janitor. At least that's my assumption. He was like he's the only clue we got. Multiple? You think so? Yeah, yes. The curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jonichi seem to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Junichi, Hitomi, and the old man Ashima who you ran into. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was one more person Hitomi's... There's... Okay, we're good now. But there's one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jonichi is pretty suspicious though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Excuse me, gosh. Right, that's why I say there's multiple. Alright, the person who killed Mr. Jonichi who have to be one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them, that said. The mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him, has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered! I also saw Mr. Ariashi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curse given that he's the one doing research on the Rite of Resurrection. So, we'll have to be careful of the old man Ashima and Mr. Ariashi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what to do now, I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. Huh, that makes sense. In which case next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Ariashi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school is closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Oh, what? Dang, all of these? Dang. Thought like the chapter would close by now. Let's go bottom to top. And so, Miya Kurusuzu and Yaku Sasaki decided on their next location to investigate. Oh, I did end it there. Oh shit. Looks like we have to go back it. Okay. So we're on the hunt for that other guy. Alright, time to go this route. Oh yeah, we found Shogo's body dying around. Tried to call an ambulance, but they're busy dealing with another body. And there's a serial killer on the loose. Oh shit! Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Huh? Took you long enough. got ourselves quite the mess. Strange death popping out all over the place. That may or may not have been something to do with the curse. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Nejima. For now, we better start following up on the few leads we got. Guess I better see what Arios find out. Are we still around Shogo's body? Sticker! Did I get some accomplishment? Highly doubt it, huh? Forensic has finished their investigation and the body has been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. Yeah, I honestly thought we would never see the light of day here. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks, the floor is yours. Alright. A total of 3 mysteries deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here was Shogo. Oh, Shogo. He's been identified as Shogo Oki, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. Oh my god. He died of I don't know how to say the word. Asphyxiation. Hold on. How the we're gonna let good old Google help us pronounce this word.
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation?
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation. The state of process of being deprived of oxygen which can result in unconsciousness or death. Suffocation. Ah, so, okay. Thank you, Google. He died of asphyxiation. Anyway, due to water in the lungs, he drowned? He drowned in the middle of the park. That's not possible. It gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. How about that, boss? Isn't this park associated with one of those 7 mysteries, too? This one, right? That's right, the Whispering Canal. Nice, knew it. I remember, guys. I knew it. It doesn't seem like there'd be a link between a canal and a death by drowning, don't you think? Sharp thinking, Area. You're starting to get the hang of this. So let's assume they're related. What's next? Oh gosh, sorry. I'm trying to trying to give them different voices. Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamezawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. As for the cause of death, well, yes. The entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning, oh shit, this one I don't know. It was the guy with the head. Hold on. It was, okay, I know it's not that. Was it the beckoning light? No, it was. What was it? No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. It was the guy with the. Was it this one? Ever-burning lantern? Ah, shit. Pretty sure the curse associated with the crushing is the food wash. Ah, what? It was a. Ah, dang it. Alright, that's the one. Dang it! Oh, what? By force? I thought that one, like, I don't know, does something to your hearing? The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the 7 mysteries. This is the oh god. Then is this Namagaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd use it. Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Wait, hold on. Namagaki as in the guy who had the curse bearer thing, right? Oh, I thought we took it away from him then. Oh, but he ended up killing. Oh, he did have 1% if I remembered. Oh, dang, it was. Oh, shit. So they did. Yeah! He really murked someone. Judging by the amount of subjects, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to the Paranormal Affairs. Got it. And as for the third victim, he was identified as Kohei Junichi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or main building. A teacher dying at the school, and not just any school. Komagata House is one of the... Ah, shit. What? Hold on, let me go back again. Got it. Konichi. Cause of that appears to be external trauma from a heavy blow. That impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle... Who could have done that? Definitely not that. Okay, so these three are out of the picture. The Whispering Candle, the foot washing. I know it's not the, I know it can't be the, oh shit, no. Yeah, no. Oh, give me one moment, guys. I got a call. Let me take it real quick. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Okay. So, cause of death appears to be external, so... yeah, files. So we know it's the Whispering Candle. I'm usually accounted by when walking around the state around a cursed fatal who hears the music for 30 seconds. Okay, not that one. It can't be... Well, would it be this one? Electric will cause suddenly go out near. Okay, it has to be something we already experienced. Can't be the haunting clappers, right? Could be this one. Killing hanging on who tries to mislead curse bearer with false. It could be the Evergreen Breach, yeah. Kills by disembowelment of one who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of curse. What was the one I said that could be this one? Oh, Evergreen Breach. Or... I'm gonna guess Ever-Burning Lantern. Dang it! I believe the pool. Oh, wasn't the my. Oh, wait, wasn't the. What? You can hear music for any 30. What? Let me stop the. How's the appears to be external trauma from follow heavy build impact crush? Since he was found in the middle, he couldn't have fallen from the genius. What? Whatever. That's right, I was going to say that one, I swear. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. So, hold on. So, the death. Hold on, let's go back a bit. So, serial killers, right? There's 3 mysteries. Shogoki, he died of asphyxiation, drowned in the middle of the night. So he could be killed. He could be killed by the canal one. Now he was killed. The other girl was killed by the washing machine, and this guy probably died by the ever-burning lamp. I mean, the full possessions. Full possession. That's what I need to remember. The music girl. We can rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. Pretty sure later on the game's gonna throw me a bunch of information that I don't remember, so I gotta remember as much as I can. I see. Either way, it seemed all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. But if you got a point, all these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right. At Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curse was activated. Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? That's a tough one, but If that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. Oh, so much. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies were. I totally skipped it. Yikes! I hadn't thought of that. Wait, what? We can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Okay, I gotta focus on this game. My gosh, I'm like being laid back. But there is one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curse can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during the daytime? Exactly. It's also likely why Nejima gave us the till dusk. Oh, he must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flush out the other curse bearers. Aye, aye, boss. Let's do this. Ah! There we go. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaru Namigaki at the foot washing machine, and Hideki Ariashi at the ever-burning lantern. We got both of their curse stones. And then there's Nejima, who claims he has the one-sided read. Yeah, that about sums it up. I don't know what I was doing there for a sec. We better figure out who the remaining 5 are, quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nejima may lead us to other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us. I asked around Sumida's community safety bureau where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shirazashi. Ah yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide. Looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, and all that, he must suspect some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building a ways from the road. There was no evidence of a vehicular collision, so it was ruled as suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yeah, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful like a fall. So there is a chance that this wasn't a suicide, but what a terrible way to go. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite the grisly case. Grisly? What? Grisly. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard, so we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics in the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shirazashi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Hajime Yoshimi. Remember that girl Yoshimi met with the day he died? One Hotomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Aww. Hey, my girl! That said, she still goes to the school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now. But she could be a key witness. Can't we have community safety track her down for us? We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Kumagata High School is closed today. Because of the teacher that died. That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. Ah! I get why there's two options, but come on, like if this shouldn't be an option anymore. HU has mobilized a search unit for Nejima, but so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. You serious? So we have no idea where he lives? It gets worse. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a sec, you're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Nejima when he moved to a new place. Jeez, that's just sloppy. Dang, you got one job, probation officer. I heard that they're giving parole to just anyone these days because they're running out of room in prisons. Running out of room in prisons! Which also means that there aren't enough probation officers to go around. He's probably overworked. So Nejima got to fuck up. So Nejima got to fuck about unsupervised. Gosh dang it. That asshole is annoyingly good at fake remorse or insanity, whatever that situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That explains why he has no brazenly made contact. That asshole. He's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. That's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance from Community Safety. Her name is Maya Chozawa, 27 years old. She works at the beautician. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Oh, she is beautiful. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps? It is fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse, but Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years. You never know. Things could be different behind closed doors. I guess so. But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancé as well. She could be in danger. You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. Dang, so many things going on in the town. Speaking of Nejima, yeah? Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into a protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet, I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up, I don't have her contact info, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was reluctant, but I got her to agree. Dang! Bro called the mom. They were reluctant on getting her like protection? What? Like, what'd you do, dude? Guess that explains why you got divorced. But if your former father can't find her, how the hell did Nejima do it? Former, eh? That cuts deep. Oh yeah, sorry, kinda slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it's something to do with his curse echo. Back on the topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance. I see. Now, one-sided read. What was that story about that again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Alright, one of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it until we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? Hey, the music. We could go to oh my. I see my mic reaching the red. Let me like lower down my volume a little bit. There we go. We could go to Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Akuda, or Michio Shirizashi's house to find out more about her. The music. Oh, my VTuber model definitely needs some work. Look at that. Ah, in due time, in due time. There's a lot we need to do, but not a lot we can do. This ain't looking good. We're gonna run out of time if you don't do something. Gotta keep moving. Okay. Move. Oh. So... Yeah, let's go to my man Richter. We'll go back to our police dudes later. Let's go meet our hot detective. Shigama Mansion. Oh yeah, so the lady went back home. Guess she's sad that she didn't murk anyone. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your crowstone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its power can be only unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. Okay, let's just talk. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a cursed stone that's already absorbed Soldrex, but I'm wondering if it would be suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. Oh, I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you expect. Compensation? Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigamas, wouldn't it? Of course, why? Any amount would be fine if it get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back... Oh god, my brain. Won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. When I read, I can read just fine in my brain. Like, I can read, like, in an instant by myself without any pressure. But saying the words out loud, that is something I really gotta work on. With the option on the table, let's figure out the strategy. Like, I have to put my full focus, like 100% of me, just to like read properly. My words. Oops. Do you have any curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in the area. They have yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul drags. And what does she mean? Like, only 3? And for what those cursed stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little low on the side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not, after all, the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it still doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action, and then we offer them the deal. Ah! None of us curse bearers seems very proactive. I wonder if the situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this after all? You mentioned hearing an agonizing voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curse in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? You got a sharp mind, man. Though it might have seemed obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky, since as a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved legs aggressively. That's right. But despite that, despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls, while other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back, why am I keep skipping? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is a safer course of action, which is why I figured it'd be best for us to attempt the same strategy. So how should we do it? There's still reasons to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do that? At this point, all we can do is search. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. I like the lip pouting these characters have. Like, look at that. It's cute. Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. See, it might be for naught. Do you want to give up, ma'am? Heart. Never. Understood. After all, we never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curse ourselves. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. Pose. First there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near You even determine her address? You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. She's just like flattering up. Ah, no, I'm buttering up the whole good old Richter. Oh gosh. I called every single university with Yukio E in the curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on... Oh, you did what? What? And they just give out the information like that? It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Who was the girl, they said? Ayama Tono. Hold on. Oh, her. Okay. I'm like, wait, do we know this girl? Who's this girl? Oh, gosh. There's so many characters that I can't even remember. I can't remember my good old... All I know is Richter. And the one we got is Tetsuo. Tetsuo, my man, he may say he's a policeman, but he's part of my mafia. He's part of my gang. And the one Jun Ario, the one who's accompanying Tetsuo. Hajime, the one who died. Mayu, the wife of Hajime. Yako, the other main practice. Mio, I do remember Mio. Michio, the one who died. Hitomi, another classmate of them. Koei Jonchi, the one who also died. Ashimiya, janitor, who I suspect he also holds a curse bearer. Unless, oh, could be also that. Oh, could be that other dude. Yutaro Namagaki, my dude. Lame ass mofo. And this dude. I wonder what happened to this dude. Like we saw. Oh yeah. This dude, we saw him once and we never saw him ever again. Did they ever mention his name? Yumioka? Can't recall. Anyway, there's so many characters we gotta remember. Whew. It's gonna take a lot of brain power. I worry she might run into some trouble. Did you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say it, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her, and here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. Hey, what happened to buttering up? Man can do so much. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She is planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Ah! Thanks so much. Next is the tall man who dressed in black. I met him near. He stood out. Oh, are we gonna talk to him? I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed and managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works at the Secretary of... Oh, was right. Speak of the devil. Yeah, I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hikaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman of on the news say a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she wants her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restriction against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope he will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ha, now that's an interesting thought. What? Their product? What? Using the right for their product? How? Use our soap. It can bring back anyone from the dead. Nah. Bring it. Would you guys buy that product? That kind of product? Buying a product from a company using actual paranormal stuff. I could never. God, there's so much dialogues. Don't get me wrong. I like how this story is trying to make all sense of what's going on, which is good because there's a lot going on, and they really want to make sure you're aware and well known of what to do. My gosh. I was like, let's get on to the point already. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be collecting soul dregs, right? Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the rite of resurrection? That one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Ariashi. And that man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him from the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I wanted to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. Still not done? My gosh. Don't worry, we'll pull through. We'll pull through. I prefer a certain who Elsa's curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hyoki. So, seeing the men in black. Their headquarters are down on the South Wadigesu Street. Now we're done. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person who was identified as the school teacher, his name was Kohei Jonichi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up yet, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shirashi's residence. It'd be wise to pay a visit. Understood. In addition to 3 victims associated with Honjo's serial killings, There's Michio Shirayashi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange death continues occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last two have nothing to do with the Seven Mysteries, no? It's true, both occurred a week before the accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. If it's possible that the mastermind was also involved with oh god. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the Seven Mysteries curse? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to the curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. So someone activated these curses and all of a sudden they're acting up. Who could it be? Could be the chair, that soap chairwoman. Could be, Yoko? That girl from the beginning, from In Shoko's Route. Yoko could also be a suspect because she was also into this kind of stuff. I don't know. I can't. I'm not seeing the big picture. I'm still not sure what's going on. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind identity, this would be fine as a starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be fine, a place to start. Alright, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. Where should I go to begin my search? Which places have stood out to the most so far? This place definitely has a lot of, so we might find Meteority Park. I think we will find more stuff at Komagata High School. A lot of things going on in that school. Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police has got this place shut down. The teachers' bodies was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. It seems officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. There's a sticker somewhere here. I know for a fact that I'm doing a terrible job finding the stickers. Can we talk to any of these people? This place is said to be connected with the story of the fool's possession. I wouldn't be surprised if a cursed bear decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a cursed bear or not. I expected the police to be baffled since they don't know anything about the curse. I can ask around to see what the students have to say. You inquire. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, ma'am. So what did you learn? That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonichi and Michio, most of which seems dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I've heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonichi. Really? The story got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them was the news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students, and then it spread like wildfire, I suppose? Rumors that Juicy doesn't stay secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtail girl in a school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student address on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easily it was to obtain what should be confidential It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should have been confidential information. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no. Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's possible for us to visit Michio Shirazashi's house. I can't imagine the students are uneasy after learning the murder rumors. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. Is that it here? Oh, whoa. I thought it was the same thing. It's important that society provides a safe environment for benefit of youth. Some schools' policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the student personal information. That's right, I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again. I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. There were outlaws such as myself come in. What's this about? Actually, just forget about anything. What is it? Okay. Michio's home. I expect her family might be able to tell us more, but it's a hard topic to bring up so soon after suicide. However, it's normal for a high school girl to keep things hidden from her parents, especially if it involves criminal activities. So I guess move. Yeah, let's go to her house. Let's meet the parents. Let's meet the folks. Let's meet this step douche of a dad. How did it go? I went to visit Michio's Shirazashi's family's home, however. No one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspaper out front. Huh. Social connection runs deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shirazashi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a bitter part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Tokushika, had now a single mother, relocated. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of them which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in return. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshika's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwai? Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So what of this Iwai? Ugh. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the names right, I swear. So what of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. That's terrible. As if that... Is that my shadow? As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear chanting. The Shirazashi standing in the neighborhood plumbed. What the fuck? Are people just passing by? Hey, yo, Richter, you tell me if there was something behind me, right? So this Shirazashi. Okay, that's probably people just passing by. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and rounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day, and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. What? And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Eli, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. That is... Dang. Why did they... What? Why do you even let a man like him in the first place? Come on. Dang, this... I feel so bad for the characters in this game. They're going through so much shitty stuff. It's so sad. So many things that could have been prevented, but... life happens. Ever since EY hasn't returned home, many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shirazaki entirely and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down. Damn. It seemed that they were still considered outsiders, even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Okay, there are just people behind them. Okay, got you. I understand. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering in a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. I've seen so many of these kind of cases. And oh my god, like a lot of, I know a lot of people who get stuck in that. Like, my ladies, you don't need no man to treat you good. Like, I shouldn't even say much, but it's just so sad that I actually see like these kind of cases I do see in IRL, and I always feel bad because those women, they don't wake up from it. Like, they don't see the problem. Like they like, how do I even begin? It's just so sad that this kind of stuff does happen a lot. But yeah, my girls, people are watching this, my ladies, you don't need a man or anyone to make yourself happy. You can do it. Just believe in yourself. I know life is hard, but you gotta pull through. You gotta pull through. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, man. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. It's a bit quieter over here. It's a residential area, after all. All these rundown rows houses really scream working class, don't they? But the Shirazaki certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs bringing such a violent man into it. I suppose the detectives used to be kind. Sorry, I'm just like skimming through this. Is that all? Shirazaki were dealt a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstance to take part in the kidnapping? That's all we can do here, huh? Is there more? Stickers? Like, I'm not seeing check marks making me think that we ain't done, but I'm trying not to backtrack. I would hate to backtrack. But if I'm missing something, there's not much left to do but to backtrack. The Hyaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of the South Suigatsu Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. I think a small soap-making company could grow so much in a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the queen? Excuse me, my god. Just have a lot of burps. Collect all information on person of interest. All interest? We got, oh sorry, I just saw like, we got an achievement. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary. That's correct. Do you think it's possible that he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. Now Chris Barrow with both money and power could certainly look at Resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of their stature may prove difficult. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night, then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea perhaps. Okay, then go. So, an official person Hiyaki is potentially Curse Bear. Richard proposed we use the money to get for stone, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. Then what do we do? I'm going in. I'm going in. I may be a while. So feel. I may be a while. Gosh. So feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Is it me or that sentence didn't sound right? Okay, good luck in there. I have like a bag of Reese's right next to me, and I want to eat so much, but gotta read these lines. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night, but it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to recent cases. I remember, okay, in Shogo's route, Takumi was the one who was trying to make us give us. Takumi was trying to convince Shogo to give him his curse stone, but then he tricked us. He told us, "Hey, you should look." He was like, Yoko's corpse was behind Shogo, and Takumi was like, "Oh, I could have sworn I saw Yoko moving," so he turned around and then he stabbed us or whatever he did. I don't know. So we can 100% assume that he's not a curse bearer, and he killed us like. I don't know. I assume he stabbed us in the back. So I don't think he's a curse bearer, but he definitely has some connection with these curses stuff. Maybe the chairwoman is a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richter, right? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night, and your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the cursed stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take responsibility to dispose of it. And another soap business specializes in scrubbing cursed clean. It is the prerogative. Anyway, that's. Assuming you obtain the curses, you understand the power it evolves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it is now the site of these curses rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hyaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Sugin Gamioto who gallantly working behind the scenes, exercising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? There are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. Ugh, my brain. Ugh, I'm not used to talking so much. Oh my gosh. Gotta get my acting on. Ah. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over the curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6? Well, I can rest easy then. Here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your cursed stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering it's important, I've been keeping it hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I got something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How redundant of you. I'll oblige. And that's how it went. Hmm. So they aren't after the right after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Hmm. I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well made up the story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. You seem rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hyaku are the masterminds behind the curse being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went on, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. It would spread. If word spread that Hyaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. Oh, that's unsettling. Dang, they're sort of trying to rile up the town. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I've heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hyaku employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hyaku's soap is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiation will go. In the meantime, we should be off somewhere else. There's no reason to stick around here any longer. How interesting that the queen of Hyaku, or the witch, whatever she is trying to get her hands on the right of resurrection. It's some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what it is or isn't true, we must stay one step at a time. Alright, last place, Midori-cho Park. We're here, this is Midori-cho Park. Ayame Tona lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. Seems speaking of Ayame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? Yeah, you never know what you might find in a place like this. This place is connected with the story of Taiko of Sugaru. Not only that, Katsushika Hoku... Oh, I forgot like places can be connected to the curse. Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai home was also in the area. That might be why Ayame choose to live here. We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movement. And be my guest. Okay, I shouldn't be long. I'm back, ma'am. So, nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. Don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building. It's in. Interesting. You got a sharp eye to have noticed them, despite them being so covered. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? We won't make much progress sticking around here. What a waste of time. We should move on quickly. Where to, though? Did I miss something? Oh, sticker. Nice. Got an achievement for finding them. Then where do we go from here? I have to backtrack. Son of a gun. What could I possibly be missing? There's new developments. Then what am I supposed to do? Okay, so back here then? Son of a bitch. Oh my god. I didn't think that would be any different. Oh, so you came here too? What is it? My boys! It's my boys! Oh, they're back. Oh my god. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richard? Ooh, what's going on? Ooh, dang, I wanna call it a stream, but I really wanna. Yeah, we could do one more. Why not? Let's make this into a 2-hour stream. My soda got so cold. Let me warm. Oh god. I hope you guys didn't hear me like chugging that thing down. Oh gosh. Drinking good old ramen orange flavor soda or sparkling water. Naturally flavored carbonated soft drink. Oh, I wish I had potato chips. Potato chips. I don't want chips in general. I just want some snacks. Some crunchy snacks. Hold on, let me text my sister. I know she's out. Maybe she can give me something while she's out. Alright. Here we are, Kumagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Oops. This place isn't only concerned to the case. Music. The music, it jams hard. It jams hard. I like it. I like it. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. I think I should like talk low. Maybe we should. This is going to be a low voice stream. I wish my voice could be seductive. It's also the site of the fool's possession, and of course where that teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Alright, speaking of schools, what is it? You said Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now, so why don't we get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us? A lot of people involved in this case led back to the school. Oh, sorry. I felt something at my feet. It was just air. A lot of people involved in this case lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit my brain. Underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. When you became such a smooth talker. Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout out the area. You guys gotta hear the music here. I'll turn it up for you guys so you can hear it. Ready? Ready? Okay. And I'm fooling around. There we go. Clicked on the wrong button. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us. Oh, scout the area? Well, let's see. The school gate will stay locked, but for us to expect the scenes of the incident. Looks like they are still busy. Let's talk to the person charged later. La da 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 da. 9 a.m. a responsible time for students to be at school, and yet I doubt this will be that simple. Is there someone thing on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. I wonder if there's anyone who can help us scout the area. Ooh! I'm trying to find someone. I am searching you. Anyone. Anyone. No, I got nothing, guys. I guess move. I don't know. I tried to find someone, but there weren't anyone to help me out. I need just jamming. It seems like Michio's house is there. Oh, we don't want to imitate them, so maybe I should go home alone. They're checking out the Shira house out, and you know, the streets are narrow, da 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 da. Alright, I'll go check out the house. Place normally pretty lively, full of people coming around, but it seems like everybody decided to stay indoors. Tsuhashi, there's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best that we didn't find her parents. My dude, you gotta tell me what to do. Oh, there we go. What? Did I actually have to wait a while? Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one's home. Doesn't look like I knocked. Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either, and I saw about three newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Suspend. Ooh. One moment, guys. Alright, sorry about that. My sister decided to come in. I tried to ask her to get her food, but she came home sooner than I thought. Alright, so... what? Suspend? What does suspend do? You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. I guess... what else can we do? What the fuck are we supposed to do? I What? Okay, if there's no one else home. But you already did, my boy. Do I actually have to wait? Ain't no way I actually have to wait. Game. I actually have to wait. Crazy. What am I supposed to do? Is there somewhere else? What am I supposed to do? There's no other. None of the other routes were opened up. What? So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to go back here. Oh shit, where were we again? Where were we again? Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to me. Go in there then. Oh my god. Game. What? What am I supposed to do, game? How do I skip this? Can I skip this? I'm not supposed. What? Okay, so I know those two have to. Do I have to make them meet up at the same area? What am I supposed to do? Advanced clicking on controllers. Oh no, guys. Bear with me. Gonna skip through this. Okay, move. Or unless you got something to say. I don't want to go back. If there's anything left to say. Okay, now. Are we supposed to make these two meet up at the same spot? That's my assumption. Or else we got nothing. Richter. Why is the game... I press resume. Why is it like acting like I've never done this stuff before? That's probably Yoko. Oh no, pigtails. Never mind. I'm mixing up my pigtails and ponytail. Right here, right? we're supposed to do. Richard, stop it! Press on it. Okay, he's already check mark, so move. Okay, so then we come back to that place. I believe we come back. Sorry guys, bear with me. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I'm assuming that I'm supposed to make these two meet up with our two policemen, and then maybe their routes will be combined. Routes. You think I speak English? Ah! Okay, we're done here. Go back to this place. Right. How am I supposed to... What? What? I don't know what to do. How can I progress further? It won't let me progress. Is this route? Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. We're all gonna meet at... You know what? You know what? I think this would be a good place to stop. So I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna save. Yeah. And, let's say right there, yeah. I don't know how to progress any further. So I'm gonna find that out later. Probably right before I stream. Yeah, today was good. Today was fun. We definitely are slowly like putting the puzzles piece together. And oh, I just realized they had like the moon up here and the sun up here. And yeah, I don't know what I could have done to make it progress any further. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my stream. I will play this game hopefully not too long. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I'll see. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you for the people who watch this video in the future. My name is Rouge Legacy, the Mafia VTuber, and I shall see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.